Hey guys! So today we're doing our book reviews, and this is day 8 of 30. So we're going to get started. And first, I wanted to announce that can you hold that? I have 2 copies of this book. It is Phyllis Reynolds Naylor, Jade Green, A Ghost Story book. And I got 2 copies, and I don't need 2 copies, so if any of you guys are interested in I'd say, is it for teens, I say 13-year-olds, from up, are interested in this book, I can send it to you because I have 2 copies and they're in good condition. You want to go first?
Sure. Well, I read this book several years ago, and it still is in my brain. I still don't own a cell phone. Very creepy. Could really happen. Don't know. But anyway, it's Stephen King's Cell. I'm going to read you the front cover, the flap. It says, "There's a reason cell rhymes with hell. On October the 1st, God in his heaven, the stock market stands at 10,140. Most of the planes are on time, and Clayton Riddle, an artist from Maine, is almost bouncing up Boston Street in Boston. He just landed a comic book deal that might finally enable him to support his family by making art instead of teaching it. He's already picked up a small but expensive gift for his long-suffering wife, and he knows just what he'll get for his boy Johnny. Why not a little treat for himself? Clay's feeling good about the future. That changes in a hurry. The case of the devastation is a phenomenon that will come to be known as the pulse. And the delivery method is a cell phone. Everyone's cell phone. Clay and a few desperate survivors who join him suddenly find themselves in the pitch-black night of civilization's darkest age, surrounded by chaos, carnage, and a human horde that has been reduced to its basest nature and then begins to evolve. There's really no escaping this nightmare. But for Clay, an arrow points home to Maine, and as he and his fellow refugees make their harrowing journey north and begin to see crude signs conforming their destination. And I'll spell this: KASHWAK equals no minus foe. A promise, perhaps, or a threat. There are 193 million cell phones in the United States alone. Who doesn't have one? Stephen King's utterly gripping story and fascinating novel doesn't just ask the question, "Can you hear me now?" It answers it with a vengeance. In the back cover it says, Stephen King lives in Maine with his wife, the novelist Tabitha King, and he does not own a cell phone. And let me tell you something. This book changed the way I felt about cell phones, and I still feel about them, because what they meant about the pulse was at this certain specific time and on this day, these people whom we never found out who they were sent this specific pulse through every single person's cell phone across the world. And if you were on your cell phone at the time and you heard this pulse, you became a mindless freak. Okay? You were walking around and you were crazy. And he called them the phone crazies in this book. It completely short circuits your brain, and you know not what to do. And it, like rewired you to go to a certain place. I'm not going to tell you where, but it's a good book. It's a scary book. It could happen if you really think about it. With all these hackers out there and all these people that could get into your cell phones, all you got to do is pick it up, and this pulse could be emitted into your brain, and then you could be fried. You know, who knows? But this book I read, I think I read this book in maybe 2 days, a day and a half. That's how good it was. And I highly recommend this book if you haven't already read it. Stephen King's Cell. It's a good one. Okay.
You want to make it part 2?
That's it. Oh. You have to make a part 2?
We're going to make a part 2 because I will not have enough time to explain my book.
Sorry.
Bye.